Second chance shot. He feeds it to McRoberts. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Chalmers with it. He has 7. Back to Wade. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Dragic. And the basket by Wade. And the Heat lead by 10.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
D-Wade draws a ton of attention for his explosive offensive talent. But people tend to forget what an impact player he is in other facets of the game as well. I mean, he gives you rebounds, assists, steals, block shots. I think it's his all-around game that has him assured of being a first-ballot Hall of Fame.
Chris Anderson is checked in for Josh McRoberts. And then for Phoenix, Markieff Morris is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Bledsoe comes in for Goran Dragic. And so we conclude the first half. Heat lead by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who...
Well, I'm with Erik Spoelstra.
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some stuff to go over.
The second half just about to get going here.
It's been a good night for Chalmers. He has 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Now, a lot of times.
Suns trail by 8. And on the floor for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Inside, it's Morris and Plumlee. Isaiah Thomas out there at Bledsoe. And it's Morris in at the 3. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Anderson with the block.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
A big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
From the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra was saying to his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running through Dwayne Wade. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their...
Suns trail by 21. The dish to Bledsoe. Lets it go from 14. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 7.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Haslam a screen. Off the screen. Wade, good. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
A different look for Miami. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Haslam. And it's Napier in for Mario Chalmers. And for the Suns, P.J. Tucker comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Baller in for Thomas. Good. And that's now 10 points for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, one thing you have to give Coach Erik Spoelstra credit for is he's not wedded to just one approach. I like his ability to be flexible. You remember after the 2011 Finals, for example, he really went back to the drawing board and changed Miami's offense to their small ball approach, but also wanted to get LeBron inside more. The result has been a couple of championship rings.
Here's Baller. The three-pointer, no good. Miami leading by 21. Wade with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Wade drives in. On the wing, Dang. 16 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. And talk about Coach Spoelstra staying open to new ideas. He spent time in the summer studying football coaches and their techniques.
Yeah, kind of an interdisciplinary interest in greatness. And, you know, that's what goes into building a champion. Spoelstra, very intense and focused, always trying to find an edge, even if he has to kind of step outside the box a little bit.
Wade, double team. On the wing, Granger. And the shot is long.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Can't hit from in close.
It has not been an easy quarter for him. At least offensively speaking.
Napier passes to Wade. Granger outside. Dang gets a wide open look, and it's Dang again missing.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the paint. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Suns have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. That's good from Plumlee. Both teams will make substitutions. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Heat leading by 20. Napier kicks to Dang. It's stolen by Dragic. Got it off in time. Buried it just in the nick of time.
He sure did. Right on cue. Man, was that major drama. He loves those situations, though.
Boy, that was big time. Knew exactly how.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Heat leading by 17. After this, from the American Airlines Arena. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. You've got Ennis. Haslam's out there with Anderson. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Napier in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, rebounding and second chance opportunities have been a huge factor in this game.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Well, it wasn't too long ago that the Suns were selling first-round picks. Now the complete opposite. This team stacking up draft picks as they look to go young and rebuild this club.
Miami leading by 19 points. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The Phoenix Suns franchise with the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Maybe we shouldn't have been surprised with their resurgence. In play last season. This is a franchise that throughout its history has found ways to win.
Well, when you look at the Suns 2 seasons ago, their worst winning percentage since the team's inaugural season back in 1968.
And at that time, their 3rd straight season missing the playoffs. That hadn't happened since the 80s, but boy, did they bounce back in a big way.
They were tough last year, you're right. Ennis with the ball. Working on Green. That's good. And the Heat lead by 21.
The turnaround jumper. That was a thing of beauty.
Phoenix has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Outside Dragic.
You know, there's been some debate over the idea of the quote-unquote hot hand. One study implied that it actually doesn't exist. I always felt as a player that, as soon as I felt the ball go through the hoop a couple times, I was much more likely to make that next one.
Now, here's Chalmers. Defense right on him. Plays it up and banks it in. Suns trail by 21. Baller passes to Tolliver. Outside, Green. The feed to Tolliver. Miami grabs the miss. Haslam's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Chalmers with it. Now guarded by Baller. Ennis sets the screen for Chalmers. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Napier kicks to Ennis. From downtown. They get it back. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Dragic gets the bucket.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Miami leading by 19. Well, that hot hand study, Clark, we were talking about a little bit earlier, they realized it didn't take into account how difficult the shots were. And, hot players take those heat check shots.
Yeah, they do. They do, and not to mention they draw more defensive attention once they get on the roll. So I think it comes back to common sense. You definitely try to get a hot player the ball, but above all else, you want quality shots.
Here's Chalmers. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
And some changes here for the Heat. Dang comes in for Ennis, and Dwayne Wade subbed in for Napier. And Phoenix, Miles Plumlee's checked in for Tolliver. Marcus Morris comes in for Gerald Green. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Goran Dragic. And that one goes in as he is fouled. There will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Looking at the game Baller has been having. 12 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Now, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Bledsoe passes the ball. Knocks it loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And they're doing a better job now taking care of the basketball than they did earlier.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Chalmers dishes to Wade. Back to Chalmers. Passes it to Anderson. Feeds to Wade. Shot clock at 6. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Here's Baller. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Luol Deng. The first free throw is good.
Baller. 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. Miami leading by 16. Chalmers with it. Now guarded by Baller. Chalmers with the screen on Bledsoe. Wade kicks to Anderson. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. It's good from long range. Chalmers has got 7 points for the quarter.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
And stolen by Chalmers. Wade against Bledsoe. Wade kicks to Haslem.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Heat.
Better shooting from the charity stripe was what made the difference, I think, Clark, in this one.
And I think it was a matter of concentration, Kevin. They really locked in from the line.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
Well, they've had this team's number all season. 2 wins in 2 meetings. Doesn't seem to matter what building they play in.
Yeah, I thought the result might be different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. I mean, now they'll have to wait until next year for a shot at revenge.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Wade. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not.
Deng kicks to Haslem. Deng attacking. Pass to Haslem. Releases. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Outside Deng. Haslem a screen, and Deng, here we go. And Anderson kicks to Haslem. Back to Anderson. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Shooting for Miami.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Outside Deng. And so Miami takes...
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight.